Okay, so I think next question is yours. Don't let it be another child question,
No.
please.
Do you plan on having an inheritance?
Oh, I think it's meant to be. No, it's leaving.
Leaving, is it?
Should be leaving.
Leaving,
Yeah.
an inheritance.
Yeah. I haven't really thought about that. But I should, ideally, you should acquire things, but hey, okay, wow. Do you see? Wow. It just clicked. Typically, you leave an inheritance for your kids.
Yes.
And I've said I'm not sure if I want to have kids.
Aha!
Right. So, but hey, you still have family members. I do have siblings.
And they might not be like biological kids.
There you go.
That's another thing. There might be
Yeah.
people that you mentor, some sort of like proteges or something.
Yeah, or your siblings' kids.
Yeah.
So
nephews, nieces.
nieces, or a foundation, or helping
Charity.
Motherless children or whatever. So I think I do. I think it's a no-brainer, like property or like a foundation or something like that. You can't just come into this world and not aspire and just go like that, not aspire to leave something behind, a legacy or something. So yes, but that question is deep, and I think that's the kind of question you ask when things are really serious.
Well, personally, yes, I would ask that question. Maybe, well, I don't know that it is something to ask like immediately, because I definitely would want to leave something for your kids. Right. I mean, even the Bible says a good man. I mean, is a good man, a good person leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So if I am getting married to a good man, I am assuming that you plan to leave something for our grandkids, okay?
Right.
So yeah.
Okay.
So it's a good question to ask.
True. Next one is mine, right? Do you have a job? Okay, asking a woman this is another thing that you shouldn't typically ask, that you should know.
Yeah, but I mean, we live in. Okay, let me let you talk.
Okay. I see where you're going. I guess even when typically these days, when you meet people, one of the top 20 questions is like, so what do you do?
Exactly. Like, I mean, it's even a conversation starter.
So it's worth asking. I know you're going to say it's more important for the woman to ask than for the man, and which is rightly so, because the man breadwinner, all that jazz. But yes, guys too, because we want to know what the woman is up to as well. A lot of guys are really wary about footing a girlfriend's bills. We'd like to know, and that kind of information probably from day one or from week one. Yeah. So how about you?
I actually was going to say that we live in this equality age right now, I don't see anything wrong with a guy asking a girl what she does. I mean, you guys say you want equality, like what are you bringing to the table? That's a question every woman should ask herself, So yeah, what am I bringing to the table? We're still working on that, but yes, definitely it's a question that needs to be asked, like what are you doing?
But when
a woman wants security, so from the beginning, like what are you doing with your life?
A job?
Yeah, like I literally asked somebody that recently, and the person was like, "That's such a typical question to ask." I'm like, I mean, but it is like, what else can we start the conversation?
If anyone would ask me that right off the gates, from the job.
No, I didn't say, do you have a job? I said, what do you do? Like, it was like, trying to get to know you.
Was it a formal setting? Was it like a
movie premiere?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so and you were working.
I was working, yes.
Okay, so well, it makes sense in that context.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Is the next question mine or yours?
Yes, mine. Do you have insurance?
I have car insurance.
That's as far as my own insurance goes too.
Well.
Sad.
Wow, yeah. And life insurance. Well, I was going to say the pension thing is for people because we're not entrepreneurs. So pension and our, what we're going to earn from when we stop working, after 60 or 65, it depends on, our careers. We still have a lot of years ahead of us. We may go back to paid employment, but whatever. But we have to take it upon ourselves to save for the future as entrepreneurs. But if you're in the 9 to 5, your employer helps you put some money aside into your pension fund and all that, your RSA and everything, so that you have something to fall back on when you retire. So, but we're not talking about pensions. We're talking about insurance. So, insurance for people who are also in 9 to 5, it's up to you to do that. I believe you have to take up in life insurance or life insurance on your own. So I've I keep on every time I'm gonna do my car insurance. I see the pamphlets and I say, okay, I say to myself, I'm gonna ask more questions, and I see the adverts and everything, but I just haven't done it yet. In this part of our world, or the world, Nigeria or Africa, it's deep. Let me not go into it. I don't have life insurance, but I'll look into it now. Now asking a woman that I'm seeing about insurance. That's a deep question to ask a person.
Of course it is.
That's a deep question to ask. And that's probably like middle, like when we're serious. When we're serious, we're dating, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, then I think I can ask that. But if I'm just talking to you, unless a conversation or something brings up that kind of topic, I don't see myself asking that until I'm serious with the person. How about you?
Well, I find myself sort of like in a bubble, because why should I ask that sort of question when I know I don't even have insurance myself? Like, like, do you understand what I mean? But it's an important question to ask. Like,
it's an important question to ask yourself.
Yes, because now that we're talking about I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Remember some time ago when in church,
right? Oh, right.
Our pastor talked about insurance, and I could see how uncomfortable people were, because in Africa, in these parts, it's sort of like
taboo.
It's like
an uncomfortable topic.
Yes, like you're being superstitious, like you are inviting doom when you talk about insurance, and that's wrong, because things happen, accidents happen, So
and you want your loved ones to be taken care of.
Exactly.
If should the unexpected happen, and it's not. There's insurance against the ultimate demise. Losing one's life, but there's also insurance against smaller ones. Fire, burglary. The loss of your ability to work or whatever. So definitely worth looking into. Yeah, this is really giving both of us something to think about. How much do you make? Me asking a woman, how much do you make? I don't know if I think if I was asked that, it would be just, I think after I've asked this woman to marry me. or no, okay, when I'm thinking about asking her to marry me. But even then, I don't know if I'd ask how much do you make. I'd maybe ask what's your bracket, and hopefully at that stage, I'd know how she'd feel about answering that kind of question. And she, knowing who I am, or knowing the kind of person I am, she'd know why I'm asking. Probably because of our disposable income and, us bringing our funds together. If she's, I intend on marrying a smart girl at some point, she'd know that I'm asking because I'm thinking of asking her to marry me.
Right.
So, I just feel it's uncomfortable. I don't know. I mean, it's more understanding for a woman to ask a man.
Yeah. But would you answer that question though?
That's another thing. It depends. It depends. I would answer when things are very serious between us.
Okay.
Not
some
girlfriend. Just some girlfriend. Yeah. I'd have to have a justification or a reason why I'm asking, and it's not that it actually means anything in the grand scheme. Well, it does. Because I do believe in, joint income and us bringing our funds together to do things, be it holiday, savings, buying property, investments and whatnot. So it's a cogent question to ask, and if for anything, just to say that I asked, because these are things you don't want to, get into it and then, be wondering or, So yeah, that's how I feel about it.
How much do you make? Yes, I don't know that I'd ask a guy that. Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
I think money is such a touchy thing.
But it's like the major reason why people break up, as in why marriages end in divorce, because people can't pay bills or they're going through some economic issues. Yeah. So it's a serious conversation.
Something to think about.
Do you not follow Nimi Akikube? She always talks about these money matters on personal finance.
Yeah, I follow her. I do follow her.
Okay, so
but now that you're actually asking, I'm thinking about it.
Is it a function of when to ask? At what stage in the relationship?
Maybe it's a when to ask thing. Okay, speaking from my last relationship,
right?
He was very open about money matters.
Okay.
So I didn't have to ask. Like, things were apparent. Like, I could see what he was doing. I could guess an idea of how much he was making.
Okay.
Because he was open. but I don't know who I'm going to date next. Like, I
Next,
don't know what the
right.
person, like, I think it all depends on the kind of person. So depending on the vibes, I guess, that's how I'll think of how to word the question. Yes, if you know what I mean. But definitely it's an important question.
It is advised that women ask that or question or get that information somehow or have an idea. Because men can be apprehensive or hostile to that kind of question.
Yes, because it's almost like you're trying to size me up.
Yeah, or
like,
get into my pockets and
what do you want from me?
Yeah, but if a woman makes her own money and she's secure and whatnot as well, then he would know that okay, she's got her own money, she earns her own income, she's good. She just wants to know that I can take care of her, and there's nothing wrong with that. Then the next is yours. Wow.
Okay, next question. Straight face. Can you pay for your own funeral?
If it's a very small funeral, yes.
Honestly speaking, as I am right now,
I don't plan on
I
dying.
cannot.
I cannot come and keep myself. As in,
okay, no, African thoughts aside. Honestly speaking, personally, as I am, I cannot pay for my own funeral. Like you said, except it's a small, humble, decent funeral. Yes.
Yeah.
But if it's any like fried chicken, plenty of pork,
wow, it's a bit of a morbid one.
Yes, get a headstone, a plot.
Wow, yeah.
Man,
that's deep.
Headstones are expensive.
Really?
Caskets are expensive.
Wow. Oof.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke at all. If that's the case, okay, so let's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we dive
In a relationship.
It's sort of like asking, do you have a job? Like basically, or how much do you make? It's part of it. Like it's still finance.
Right.
So
just in a very morbid,
exactly
with a very morbid angle.
That's what it is. So if I'm gonna ask you that, I think do you have a job and how much do you make question over
scale that one
sort of covers this. So
right. Okay. True. For me, I can't see myself asking a woman that. I just can't. But it is a good question to ask and something to think about as well, because when loved ones pass, you see it, and it's one of those things that it's until it happens that you see what goes into it and how much it takes and how expensive it can be. So as much as it's a very morbid, scary topic or discussion to have,
something to think about,
putting money aside towards that, or maybe insurance can cover something like that as well. So but I don't see myself asking a woman that at any stage in a relationship, unless she wants to have that discussion. I'd be willing to have it, but I don't see myself bringing it up. So the next question is yours.
How do you look without makeup on? That's your question.
Okay.
Because I should think the guy I'm with does not wear makeup.
And there isn't like a male equivalent.
Exactly.
For that, so yeah. So okay. So
well, these days maybe I've seen some videos in the
of guys,
US of A. Some bald guys with
from fake
some fake hair, natural hair thing going on. They actually did fades and a
for real?
Yes, and a punk thing,
not
tabletop.
The spray one where they spray the ball.
Spray, actual hair they glued to the person's head and did a shape up like mad stuff.
As a legit looking stuff.
So yeah, maybe.
How would you feel if you were to stumble into that kind of situation?
Well, as long as you don't look as long as you don't look like an ogre without the hair. If it's the hair that makes you feel confident, I don't have any problem with that. I mean, us girls wear extensions all the time, so why can't guys do whatever they want to do?
And you wouldn't feel like lied to or deceived?
No, like if he's open about it, it's fine. But if he doesn't talk until maybe the wedding night and we're about to get busy and the next thing hair falls off, I'm like, what? No! Hold on. Like exactly time. I was like, this is not I bargained for, Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I think it is a bit important, and they make jokes about this kind of thing all the time. That try and see what she looks like without makeup.
Go to the pool, go take her swimming,
to the beach and all that, or go to a house really early in the morning, unexpected. So I'd like to know, to be honest, because women look tend to look quite different with that. I've seen you
Yeah,
without makeup.
exactly.
I mean, you're good either way. A lot of women are good either way. Some women, I don't mind. They're indifferent. Like, hey, whatever. Some women, but there's some chicks that they cannot step
Leave
out of
their
their
house without doing something, you know,
something.
like-
And I mean, yeah.
Are you attracted to men or women? In this day and age. I mean, we're in the
21st century,
21st century,
2017,
something millennium.
Yeah, liberal.
Yeah,
and
we're in that
everything.
age where
Hey,
important question.
ask.
Like, how do you roll, yo? Do you do DLs, tubs?
So, do you visit some kind of funny website?
Do you
check
swing
guys
both
out,
ways?
Hey,
Are you
a
curvy
girl-
or straight?
a girl
Like,
needs to know.
I mean,
Right now,
like,
spring something
but then
up on her.
again, is it something that a guy would actually well, some guys are honest, they might tell you.
Yeah, that, and sometimes it's the reaction, how they react to those kind of things.
Then you can
you can
gauge.
judge. There's something you're not saying. You're not telling me
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. So when do you think you can ask that kind of question?
Man, it's two ways. Either from the get
From the gate.
or like when you guys are like, no, it has to be early. It can't be when you're about to, walk down the aisle.
No.
You can't be asking the question then. So it should be early, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's a good question to ask, and I think women are better at concealing that kind of thing than men.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good question to ask. Although I want to assume that I would know, or I'd be able to pick up signals and whatnot. But these days with
The truth
dating,
is, you can't really know.
tell or
That's
assume.
it. Just pray to God.
And do your due diligence.
Exactly, yeah. Do your background
checks and ask the right
Who
questions.
are your friends? Do you understand? Who are you rolling with? Who's your family? Who's your father? Do you understand? Like, somehow you might find out. Yeah. Okay, did your dad or his dad commit adultery?
Wowzer.
Like, how do you even bring that up, like, in conversation? So, we're watching soccer and then...
So, your dad, I noticed that, wow. Okay, so carry on. I mean, when do you think it's a good time to ask that kind of question?
Y'all must really be close. Like,
This relationship must really be serious.
Yeah. Like, you must be close.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's not something you just spring up on.
But do you feel the question is relevant though?
Yes, I feel it's relevant.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use that to gauge what the person feels about.
Adultery isn't hereditary.
No, it's not hereditary, but the person's reaction to that can sort of help you to gauge how the person feels about adultery.
Right.
So if it's something that the person condones, so yeah,
Okay.
that's one way to look at it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's a good question to ask a woman as well. For me, well into the relationship, is when I'd ask that, unless a chance or an opportunity presents itself, in the course of the relationship, where we're talking about infidelity or adultery, or maybe one of our friends who was unfaithful, and then we now start talking about the discussion of adultery or unfaithfulness. Then I can try and bring it up. So your
Just
parents,
slide it in there.
Just slide it in there. You can see what happens. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. This was fun, Delphine.
Yes, it was very eye-opening too.
Yeah. Well, this has been awesome. Del, thanks for doing this. I think it's safe to say we both learned a lot of things, a lot of new things.
Yep.
And we have a lot of work to do.
I have stuff to think about.
Yeah. Not just like for the other person who you're going to date
for
or
myself,
sex for yourself. Yeah, insurance and stuff. So, but this has really been awesome. I think you guys should also ask yourself these questions. Even before you get into a relationship or before things start getting serious. Remember, Delphine is on YouTube. On
Yes,
Instagram,
I
she's
am.
at the Delphinator.
Yes,
And
that's
you
it.
have the one for the channel is
At the Delphinator TV.
There you go. And on YouTube, she is
C/the Delphinator TV.
Okay, it will scroll on the screen. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, by the way. Peace.